Hello, Alexia.
Hello.
How are you today?
Yeah, I feel fabulous because we are closing the workshop today and everything has been smooth, running smoothly, and participants are happy. So I'm really happy. Tired because in Trieste, I guess we are all tired.
It was the wind also. It was,
Yeah.
of course, not just the workflow, but also the wind that is, sparkling. Sparkling as the program that you have been organizing for these 2 days of EWA. So can you tell me a little bit more? Was it the first time in Trieste? Of course not.
Well, for me, it was the first time in Trieste, but in fact, the program started in Trieste in 2018. It was the first edition and it kicked off here in Trieste. They are really dear partners of us. We feel here like home. The size of the festival is just perfect because all the attendees and the industry experts are there at the lobby, so really it's easy to reach out them. The quality of the pitches are amazing. Wow, and this year there were 4 of our participants in the pitches, 2 mentors and 2 mentees. This is amazing.
This is congratulations.
This is amazing.
It is a clear sign that what you are doing also, and the people that you are selecting are really kind of super great. The networking system is working very well. And tell me a little bit more about also the participants that you had this year and the pitches and the project with the mentees and the mentors.
This year, the program was bigger than other years. We had 16 participants from Poland, Norway, Ukraine, Russia, Italy, Georgia, Romania, Spain, Germany. So really a fantastic group of women with different experience, different ages, different family situation, but they were all very, very motivated to take this workshop and embrace this career opportunity. Also, we have 16 mentors from Sweden, Italy, Germany, what else? Ukraine and Turkey, Cyprus. So it's a mix, it's a combination, Serbia, sorry, I had forgotten, and Turkey. It's a perfect combination of different countries so that they bring their expertise and their experience. We never match, let's say, an Italian producer with an Italian mentor so that they can expand their networking and their knowledge about co-production schemes.
But can you tell us also a little bit more, how do you choose the mentors, for instance, and how the mentees could apply?
Yes, the mentees submit an application form. It was the call was launched last year, end of January, in fact, 12 months ago. And it took a lot of time, effort, and interviews.
How many do you have, actually?
Wow, I think I did 50 interviews to select 16. So we received many eligible applicants. Others have really great motivation letters but didn't have the experience, and we need the producers have already done something because we have to work from a certain level. They should have faced specific problems because our program is not project oriented. I mean, they will speak about projects with their mentors, but the idea of the program is a career enhancement. So they are invited to think about the mission of their companies, if they have an own company, or how they can set up their own company in the future, organization, combine family and work. So there are many, many things they have been talking and discussing with mentors individually and also in the group meetings and with our beloved tutor, Linda Beeth.
And mentors, how are they chosen?
Yes, well, they are upon advice and suggestions by other mentors we have worked with. They say, okay, I think this producer from this country, she has been doing a great job for certain years and now she's prepared and she's motivated to do this. Because mentoring is very special. It's not a job that you are paid for. It's something you do because you feel it. You need, I won't say it's vocational, but you have to help to other generation or emerging producers. You made it, you are in the industry, so you have to help open the doors for the others.
Yeah, share tip and tricks.
Tip and tricks, also.
Failures in case, also.
And mentors
yes,
are continuously asked about, should I trust this producer? Have you met her or him? Oh yes, I work with that person, and yes, I can recommend, or I don't know, just wait. Because this is a complicated business and you really have to trust your partners. And it's way better if other people, reliable people, can suggest, oh yes, you can trust that person because we've worked, we're partners, I can do the introduction and it's a shortcut. So as I said, mainly they are suggested, advised by others, and to really volunteer in one of our meetings in Cannes, in one of our annual events. This producer she had a film in competition and she told me she would love to be a mentor, and okay, I saw her motivation and I thought, yes, of course.
We go.
Yes, and she's been a great mentor this year. So it was her first year mentoring, but I hope it will not be the last.
No, that's great.
Now we try to change because, of course, it's very demanding.
Yeah.
Because mentors are supposed to speak with the mentees every week or every other week. So it's like a regular talk, conversation, or perhaps once a month, but then it's like a full work meeting.
How long does it take actually?
Well, yes.
Yes.
Let's go from the beginning. The program is 11 months.
Okay.
We started in Thessaloniki Documentary Festival last March, March 2022. So it's the kickoff, and then we bring together the 16 mentees and the 16 mentors plus the tutor. So they have to meet their matches, they have their initial meeting. We explain with the help of our tutor how is the work supposed to be developed and how they should focus, because at the beginning it's difficult how we should start. So they have guidelines. Then we simulate like a co-production market, because since we had so many countries and very interesting for them all, so we simulate also like a co-production market. And beside the one-to-one with their mentors, they had meetings with the other participants, so that they have more insights on co-production schemes. And plus, we have some specific seminars. In Thessaloniki, we had a very interesting one about how to communicate. It was like the art of communication, how to communicate with impact in the international context. So we digged completely into the cultural differences. So it was a very challenging session, because some people had to think, oh my God, so the French are supposed to be or behave or like this, or the French or the Estonian. So it was kind of fun, challenging, but it helped us reflect and think how we should speak to people from other cultures.
Indeed, this is very
Yeah, because many of the misunderstandings in co-productions may come from this side.
And also body language, when you have
Exactly.
present a pitch to sell yourself.
Latin with
super different between the Nordic
of course.
countries.
We convey a lot with emotion, as you said, the hands, the expressions. Other people just kept more things inside in a different way. And it was very interesting and challenging for us.
And after Thessaloniki, so?
As after Thessaloniki, they started their online weekly or bi-weekly meetings. Then we had a catch-up in Cannes. We had also the big co-production nights with Marché de Film, and it was an amazing opportunity. One of the girls had never traveled to an international festival, so for her attending Cannes and attending the co-production night was really something very, it was unique.
And especially being accompanied.
Exactly, because you are not traveling alone, you are with the group, and then you have the mentor.
Yeah.
The mentor is not your mother, but well, in some of the matches, she has behaved like a mother. But yeah, it was really a game changer being there.
And this, I think, it is very characteristic and peculiar also for women, because I don't think that someone else in Cannes being there with his own project or her own project would be generous to take care of someone young.
Yeah, it can be.
First experience, so it is really something that I think.
I recall my experience. It was very intimidating. My first time in Cannes, I attended the short film corner, and I did not even know that a short film market existed in Cannes. But a British producer told me 3 months before Cannes, because I met him in a British festival with my film selected there. And he told me, oh, if you must go to Cannes if you intend to pursue a career in this business. So I said, oh my God, then I must go. And I knew nothing about Cannes and market, but it was a great experience. So we have facilitated the way for these producers, who, by the way, are way more experienced than I was back then. But yeah, the co-production night was a very good thing. Then after that, we also have online seminars, couple of group meetings to catch up, to share advice from others, share concerns. Yeah, it's like a therapy group somehow. And both mentors and mentees can benefit. In fact, the mentors have told me repeatedly, oh, I'm also learning a lot, not just the seminars, I'm learning with the work I'm doing with my mentee.
And especially the networking that we are creating.
Yeah, networking is unbelievable.
Those bridges in between generation and countries, that is the very core also of what we do in Europe.
Exactly.
I mean, women were always a little bit less advantaged for all the points that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Finding the balance in between family, finding the way into
exactly.
this kind of...
In fact, one of the mentees was not able to join us in this closing meeting in Trieste because she's 8 months pregnant, so she could not travel.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we had to say farewell to her online. But the meeting is very special because they create specific bonds, like a family, and they have started also to co-produce or imagine projects and work in projects, not just with their mentors, with other mentors. So it's like a highway to success.
And what about actually, you started the EWA project in
2018. I mean, no, sorry, the EWA Network.
Yes.
The network, yes. It was, 10 years ago, 2013, Francine Ravenet created the network. I joined her 1 month later. She went to Barcelona, gone to Barcelona, and helped immediately to set up the website. We plan an event in Cannes to present the network and encourage everybody to join. And yeah, it's been a long way since then. We are turning 10. So one of the biggest compliments, in a way, is when people tell me, oh, I thought you belonged to Eurimage or Council of Europe because you are all over the place, you're everywhere. So you are not 10 or 15 people working? No.
How many are you behind the...
Well, now we are 3, but most of the times it has been 2 people.
Yeah.
2 people. But we have worked a lot with lots of passion because we believe that women needed this international network. We call it European, but it's in fact beyond because there are many European members living in the US. There are some other members based in South America, a couple of them in South Mediterranean, in Egypt, Lebanon, in Iran. We had a cherished member. She was in the mentoring program the 3rd edition. And we have a close contact with her because she's now in a very complicated situation in Iran. She was even sent to jail.
And actually, so the evolution that you saw in these last years, how do you see also the landscape there?
Yeah, I think, the project is always, I will not say at risk, but every year we have to fight for funds to do something because, of course, members' fees help, but they do not sustain the structure because we are organizing many online talks, trainings, but the trainings we want that anybody can afford them. So we do, it's almost for free. So we need every year really to do the fundraising, but our reputation is very good, it's consolidated, and we have many people in festival approaching us to invite us. The next step would be to develop programs completely in partnership with festivals. Well, right now, Trieste is our life partner for the mentoring program because, as I said, it's a perfect place to network, to present projects. So again, the structure of the program is we kick off in March in Thessaloniki, and then we finish now in Trieste.
Okay. So this is the last meeting for
this last group meeting, yes.
Okay.
Well, after this, they still have an online session.
Yeah.
But the physical meeting, yes. But the group will be also in touch. They will attend our Berlinale annual event for members because it's not that they leave the network when the program is done. No, in Thessaloniki we invited mentees of the previous edition, so we are always in touch and we follow what they're doing.
Oh, that's great.
Here in Trieste at the EWA Slate, I think it's called like that, program, there are 2 former participants in the mentoring program. At First Cut Lab, there's another mentee, and 4 people pitching at the main co-production market. So it's really cool. It's really cool. They're doing a great job.
And then in terms also of participants, I wanted to know also if you see a trend, a changement. I mean, you started the network in a period that was
it's
different than today, actually.
Yeah, it's bigger now, more established.
In terms of awareness about women, about collection of data, women in the industry, problems also that they had to face and so on. So I wanted to know, actually, if you notice a certain kind of changement in the trend of the participants, if they're facing different challenges right now compared to the very beginning, and if you think that actually also the support of the network is a kind of shelter to strengthen a little bit more and more the challenges.
Yes, of course. The network itself is kind of a shelter. It's a safe place for them to talk about the projects, to co-produce, to find partners. The trend in the mentoring participants, well, we are receiving more and more participants from Eastern countries. Mm-hmm. It can be for several reasons, because, for instance, perhaps in France or in the UK or in Spain or in Germany, perhaps there are more schemes to do these national trainings or mentoring programs, even though ours is different because ours is purely international. It's focused to co-produce with other countries to make. But as I was saying, in other countries there might be other schemes, but Eastern countries, it seems that they are struggling. So as they are, we receive a huge amount of participants from Poland, from Ukraine, Bulgaria, Romania, Georgia, Albania as well. From Ukraine, we received 10 applications.
Wow. Yes.
And the application process was just before the war.
Yes.
So it was really a very sad moment.
So this is also actually the number of submission changed in the last years. Yes.
Yes, at the beginning, at the first years of EWA Network, it was more about to raise awareness, to encourage all the film funds to collect data. We released the first pan-European research on women directors. I mean, in an international scope. Of course, there had been national studies, but ours was the first international research. After ours, the European Observatory, of course, they have done a great job. FERA has released also another interesting report about directors and writers, but ours was the first one focusing on female directors. And after that, and when everybody was completely aware of the number of women were lagging behind, now it's more about quality. It's okay, numbers are getting better. Now women need bigger budgets, more visibility. The new initiative from Eurimage is fantastic, even though it can be controversial in some countries. So it makes me think that still lots of pedagogy needs to be done, because not everybody has understood that despite there are more and more women directing, it does not mean that we have equal chances to get big actors, bigger budgets. It's still different to live in the skin of a female filmmaker. It's still different. So I see we need to do really a more thorough approach and awareness about that.
That is what you are doing actually also.
Yes,
so it's,
non-stop.
Yes, non-stop. And in Berlin, what will happen? So you're gonna have your
the annual event will turn our 10th anniversary event. It's we almost do we do every year a long event, like 5 hours, specifically for the members, where they can have some networking, speed dating. We have some panels, we have masterclass, we do a short recap on the activity of the network and projects we have supported, new awards, new initiatives that we may launch, and also a networking cocktail open to friends, not just for members. But it's conceived as a networking opportunity, the entire event.
And is there anything new that you will announce? Is there any kind of...
Yes, of course, there will be news.
Okay.
I can't say it because, because we have an NDA. And also, it's Berlin announcements. I can't advance anything except that, yes, we will present new initiatives.
So we are looking forward.
Online and on site.
We are looking forward.
Yes, save the date, February 20th.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to add to?
What can I say? I'm very happy at every workshop we are doing. I mean, it implies lots of work, lots of preparation, particularly with these big groups, 32 people. But it's really rewarding when you see that they co-produce, that their projects is, for instance, Pamphir. Today, it is the case study of Pamphir. Pamphir is a success story for us because the mentor met the mentee and they both decided to produce this film, who was released in France, in Cannes this year.
It's a baby.
It's a baby for our program, and it's not the first. It's the first one, but it will not be the last, because I'm seeing that here the current group are working a lot together. I mean, they are submitting applications to Creative Europe, so they're really working together. So they're really advantaged students, let's say, to put it in a quick way. So it's so rewarding for us to see these. They have created their bonds, their family, and these bonds last.
Congratulations. I mean, I'm very admired actually about this kind of strength that you are putting. And
lots of strength and love.
Yeah. But
and love, because it's true.
Reward, also.
Yeah, it pays off.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marisella.